Life is short. And no, that's not just something you hear in motivational posters hanging in your dentist's office. It's a fact. One day you're a kid, running around with scraped knees, and the next you're Googling how to stop my back from cracking every time I move. But here's the thing. We all know life is short. So why do we spend so much of it stuck in autopilot? Scrolling endlessly on our phones, stressing over things that won't matter next week, or binge-watching shows we've already seen. Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, we're going to talk about how to spend this short, precious life wisely. Spoiler alert, it's not about working 80-hour weeks or following some billionaire's morning routine. Let's start with some perspective. If the average human lifespan is around 80 years, that's roughly 29,000 days. Sounds like a lot, right? But now subtract the time we spend sleeping, about a third of that. Then take out the time spent working, commuting, and, let's be honest, procrastinating. Suddenly, those 29,000 days shrink down fast. And while this might feel like a bleak math problem, it's actually the wake-up call we all need. Because when you realize how little time you actually have, it forces you to focus on what truly matters. So, let's get into it. How do you spend that time wisely? First up, spend your time on things that genuinely bring you joy and meaning. This doesn't mean you have to quit your job tomorrow and move to Bali to find yourself. It's about identifying the small things that light you up and making them a priority. Love playing guitar but never pick it up. Start strumming. Always wanted to learn how to cook. Dust off that cookbook. Spend time with people who make you laugh so hard you cry. Life is way too short to hang out with energy vampires. Remember, the goal isn't to cram your life full of bucket list activities. Sometimes, the most meaningful moments are the quiet ones. Like sipping coffee on a rainy morning or watching the sunset. Deep, I know. Now, let's talk about the not-so-fun stuff, the things that steal your time without giving anything back. Scrolling social media for hours. Gone. Stressing over what other people think. See ya. Spending time with people who drain your energy. Nope. Here's a reality check, every time you say yes to something that doesn't matter, you're saying no to something that does. So learn to say no. Politely, of course. Or just hit them with the classic, let me check my schedule. Works every time. If there's one thing everyone agrees on at the end of their life, it's this. Relationships matter more than anything else. Nobody lies on their deathbed wishing they spent more time in meetings or perfecting their email signature. So call your parents. Text your friends. Spend time with the people you care about. And when you're with them, actually be with them. Put your phone down and listen. Trust me, nobody needs a running commentary on the memes you just found. Quality over quantity, folks. A few close meaningful relationships will always beat 100 shallow ones. Here's a spicy tip. Stop waiting for the perfect time to do what you want. Life isn't a video game where you can restart the level if you mess up. So take risks. Start that side hustle. Ask that person out. Go skydiving if you're into that sort of thing. The truth is you'll regret the chances you didn't take way more than the ones you did. Even if they didn't work out. Because at least you'll have a good story. And honestly, isn't that what life is about? Finally, let's talk about slowing down. I know it sounds counterintuitive in a world that celebrates hustle culture, but hear me out. Life isn't about how much you can squeeze into your calendar. It's about being present for the moments that matter. So pause. Breathe. Savor your food instead of inhaling it. Watch the clouds. Dance like nobody's watching. The point is, the present moment is all we really have. So be in it. Life is short, but that's what makes it beautiful. You don't need to be perfect, have it all figured out, or check every box on someone else's list. You just need to spend your time on what matters. Joy, meaning, love, and maybe a little adventure. So here's your reminder. Stop waiting and start living. You've got this.